Happy Friday, first grade families. I hope you get to enjoy your weekend this week. I'm just here with a few updates. First off, I want to say thank you so much for 2 great weeks of digital learning. Kids are learning, kids are into what we're doing. I enjoy seeing your students' work uploaded on Class Dojo or email. I have loved getting so many personal messages from your kiddos, and I am forever grateful for our Zoom lunches. Thank you for helping me stay connected with your student. I met with the first grade team as well as the staff this week, and we discussed a few things. There will be some changes to videotaping. So instead of videotaping and releasing videos every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I will release core content, which is math, science, reading, on Monday, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays. And then on Thursdays and Fridays, you will have an optional making meaning strategy lesson to do, as well as some supplemental work. So sight words, fun read alouds, those kind of things. I've heard from a lot of families. I've heard from families in other grades that the work that we're having kids do is amazing, but because there's so many kids working from home in one family household, that it is hard to divvy up the time for everyone on electronics. So hopefully this new system is more beneficial to your family. I don't want this to be a stressful time. There's already enough to stress about. So please contact me if Monday through Wednesday still is too much for you. Please feel free to reach out, and I can always lessen the amount of work. Okay, the other big thing that's coming. So first grade and I met together and we decided to be more aligned. What that means is that because I started digital learning before the other 2 teachers, we're a little ahead. So we're gonna scale back and slow it down a bit. So you're going to get a new packet, and it was shipped out today on Friday, and you should hopefully receive it by Monday, if not Tuesday. So the learning for next week won't start until Tuesday, April 7th. And in your new packet will be several activities. One of them being a new math packet. This packet will have essential, meaning core content, skills, and strategies for your student to be working on. What we were working on in math for the last 2 weeks were strategies that we consider non-essential, or if we have more time, we'll get to them during the school year. So the geometry, the partitioning, the telling time are all things that usually in first grade we don't have time to get to, but because we got sent home with the whole coronavirus outbreak that is happening, I decided to teach it to our students. So starting next week will be all core content, and so we are really looking at place value and addition and subtraction within 40 and within story problems. So you'll get that. You'll also get a new Making Meaning student response book. This will also start on April 7th. So your students already have one. The one that they're supposed to do for this week is not in here. So we'll be doing dinosaur babies this week. They will have access to dinosaur babies in their the one they currently have, student response book. And then on April 7th, so Ms.Vasser made a mistake actually. I'm sorry. The Ocean of Animals actually should be for a different week. So I'm going to have to instruct you guys on how to change that date. That is my mistake, and I apologize for that. But you'll also get some supplemental things in your packet as well. So you'll get supplemental sight word activities. We were doing these activities in our classroom for morning work, and so the kids can continue that. There is one supplemental coloring by sight activity per week. So they can do this, and then when I upload the sight word videos onto YouTube, they can do that, and that's 2 supplemental sight word activities. You'll also notice in your packet that you'll get some math games. I've had a lot of parents saying, Ms. Vasser, this is so much screen time. Can you give me activities that will alleviate how much screen time that I'm putting in front of my child? And so we have created some math games for you and your kiddo to play at home. There are about 4 or 5 different math games to play. With all that being said, I hope that you enjoy your weekend. It's technically a 3-day weekend because there will be no work on April 6th. So take some time to really enjoy the moment with your kiddo and your family. Also, I will be sending out an email to you all explaining all of this new digital learning that will happen. And then Thursdays and Fridays will hold office hours. And so I'll be reaching out to each of you to figure out what's the best time for you and your family to meet with me. To either I can just sit down with your kid and have a conversation. You can ask me any questions you would like. So please feel free to reach out to me through email, through Class Dojo. Please don't hesitate to ask any questions that you might have. And I'll see you on April 7th. Enjoy your 3-day weekend. Bye, first graders, and bye, first grade families.